To the House, Mr Speaker. Thank you.
Mr Speaker.
Is this a split call? It is, right. 5-minute call. Reno Tricardini.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I'm pleased to make a short contribution on the Biosecurity Law Reform Bill at this third reading. And as I've mentioned in my other contributions, Mr Speaker, biosecurity is vitally important to our country, to our primary sectors. It's about protecting our industries, our regions, our brand, and protecting our pa. And I use that descriptive term because it is a battle that goes on every day at our border, where we have our visitors coming through our airports and the goods that come through our ports and the flows that happen every day. So it is an ongoing battle that goes on, and we need the best biosecurity systems in the world. And I know that the Minister does say that we do have a world-class biosecurity system, and that must be the aspiration that we want to achieve. Unfortunately, we've seen some really serious mishaps, particularly over the past couple of years. Some serious pest incursions, as Mr Simpson's just spoken about, the PSA virus for the kiwi fruit industry, and some other serious incursions such as the fruit fly from Queensland, and the Varroa bee mite was another one that's come through. So we need to protect our pa, and Labor does support this legislation. We have supported it right the way through. We have expressed a lot of reservations around particular things like the government industry agreements, but on the whole we do support the bill because there were a lot of aspects around our biosecurity systems that needed updating and amending and improving, and they are incorporated into the bill, which we have supported. As Mr McKelvey did mention, though, there can be the most elegantly drafted piece of legislation which has all the bells and whistles in it, but it's actually the resourcing which underpins that legislation which is vitally important. And so I do differ from Mr McKelvey, because it is the resourcing of our biosecurity system which has faced significant cuts under this government, and hence we've have heavyweights from right across our primary sector who have been really upset at the amount of cuts that have happened to the biosecurity sector and the cuts to right across the board. And I'm talking about organisations like the Federated Farmers, Horticulture New Zealand Kiwi Fruit Growers. They have said that there needs to be fundamental changes to the biosecurity system, and there needs to be more resourcing put into the system. What we've seen under this current government is a relaxing of our biosecurity system. They're wanting to make things easier. They want to make travel, tourism, trade and importing of goods a lot easier for business. So they've lowered the cost of our biosecurity system and our model, and they're putting more of an emphasis on risk management rather than risk prevention. Well, if they listen to our primary sector industries who are saying we need to put the emphasis right on protecting our pa, listen to Federated Farmers and those other esteemed organisations, industry organisations who represent the primary sector, they are saying that we need to beef up the funding and the resourcing that goes into biosecurity. We only need to look at things like what the industry are calling for, 100% X-ray checking of all baggage throughout all our airports. Sniffer dogs.
1 minute.
We've seen, we all travel regularly in and out of Wellington Airport. I haven't seen one little beagle sniffle dog for years. An increase in biosecurity staff. We have seen a 12% reduction in frontline biosecurity staff under this government, and yet we've seen a 14% increase in the amount of international visitors. So there have been definitely cuts to the resourcing to the biosecurity system, and so that's what we do challenge the government on. We do understand that this piece of legislation is long overdue. A lot of the measures in the legislation were created under the Labor government, So we do commend this bill at this third reading, but we do implore the government to further resource the biosecurity sector.
Call Kevin Haig.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. This evening there's been